is just moments away. It's the Steelers and the Eagles, next on Madden Football.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always... It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
You've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Able to avoid him at the 40. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And taken down just shy of the 40. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Trubisky rolling to his right. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 32 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Scott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He finds his tight end, Gentry. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to work. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They run with Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. It gets it complete to Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The Steelers sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
This is Harris. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth,
his first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Take it in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Scott.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. On now, the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Trubisky will throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Kick catch interference. Kicking.
That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll give to Scott here on the option.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Trubisky's throw there hauled in by Claypool.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Harris on the draw, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. A simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Harris running straight ahead. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and goal. Trubisky dancing to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
Deontay Johnson in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Take it in at the 3.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
at their own 27.
Harris will start the drive out.
And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
There was simply no bringing Harris along slowly as a rookie for the Steelers. He was one of 2 NFL backs with over 300 carries and led all NFL running backs with 74 catches. Along the way, he set several Pittsburgh rookie records.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Snell going to try the right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Trubisky rolling to his left. Incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Play action. Now Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. Completes it to Watt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And quickly they get to the line. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Trubisky.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll give to Scott here on the option. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Scott. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him in the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here's Snell yet again.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now Austin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And the Steelers set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They go play action with Trubisky, sliding out of the pocket. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. It's a first down following a gain of 3. And now they're in the hurry up. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Here's Harris. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You see.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in the...
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. But first down, Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play.
Holding. Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
It's a gain of 16. Brings up second down at the 38.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Pass complete, Goddard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Over the middle, it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And
hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My A-Spoon goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it.